Well, here's some good news. Okay, on day one, on Wednesday, in 48 hours, Joe Biden said he is going to be rejoining the Paris Climate Accords to reduce carbon emissions around the world. On day one, in 48 hours, Joe Biden is going to end the travel ban on Muslim countries. He is also going to halt all evictions nationwide until further notice. He is also going to put a hold on all student loan repayments during the coronavirus crisis, all on day one. On day one, Joe Biden is going to mandate that if you are on federal property, you must be wearing a mask. On day one, Joe Biden is going to send a massive, large-scale immigration plan to Congress. The plan is expected. It has not been announced yet. It is all speculation. The speculation at this moment is that the plan will include an amnesty for the Dreamers, an amnesty for everybody who has TPS, no matter what country you are from, and a pathway to become legal and ultimately to become a United States citizen for everybody who is in the United States by a certain date who is undocumented. Now, that is a massive, massive amnesty program. That doesn't necessarily mean that, one, it will pass Congress. And two, if it does pass Congress, it will pass Congress in the form that Joe Biden put it to Congress. Even when Obama passed Obamacare that was ultimately passed didn't look anything like what Obama presented to Congress to pass. The art of politics is the art of compromise. And there will have to be a lot of compromise before we see ultimately this immigration plan come to fruition. They say, you know, why there has not been anything positive for immigration since 1986. They say immigration is the third rail of politics. The third rail meaning the electricity that goes through the subway stations to power the trains. And if you touch the third rail, you die. So congressmen and senators are very, very fearful of passing anything for immigration positively, because that is basically a death, or at least in their minds, a death knell for their political prospects for the future. That's why they always call immigration the third rail of politics. So before we get overly excited, I would call myself cautiously optimistic rather than overly excited. Cautiously optimistic means that we are going to get a plan and a law that is passed that will help many people. To what extent, we don't know. To what hoops we have to jump through, we don't know. My belief, it will not be a simple amnesty where you fill out a form and you get a green card. I doubt it, but I would love to be surprised otherwise. What I would suggest,
at least we know that.
Right. What I would suggest to people, everybody, is that generally the way that it is done is that, and the way that it's always been proposed in the past, is that people who are in the system, you know, because congressmen always say we don't want people jumping the line, that's not fair, people have been waiting for their turn for years and years and years. So my guess will be, and I don't know because it's just a guess, and by the way, just because Biden doesn't even put in his plan doesn't mean that ultimately that's not how it turns out. But my belief will be that people who are in the system who have something pending will be able to get something quicker than people who did nothing. It's my guess. Okay, I don't know for sure. So to protect everybody, it doesn't hurt to file something. Nobody's coming for you. Joe Biden is putting, in the first 100 days, he is putting a stop to all deportation. So nobody's coming for you in the first 100 days anyway. That's what he says he's going to do. So to me, it makes sense. File something, get in the system. It can hurt you, and it could very well help you. Meanwhile, in a...
That's crazy. Biden's doing more in the first hour of his presidency than Trump did in 4 years.
You're damn right. You're damn right he is.
That's crazy.
Or at least he's trying to.
You are damn right he is.
At least he's trying to. There's still, you know, it's like Brad said, there's still so many levels to it. He can go in with what he wants or what he would like to see. There's still so many hands that it has to go through, and time will pass, months will go by, and we're, you know, hopeful.
But I was going to say, regardless of the fact, I at least feel, even though that's going to happen, like it does have to go through so many hands, I just feel a lot better in my heart and my soul that the free leader of the world, our president, the person who's supposed to be having our backs, actually wants this. You know, so I'm good with that. You know, I'm good with him at least putting the effort in.
And I would say this, what makes me feel good as an immigration advocate is that this is the first president who said that immigration is important to him and is making it important. Meaning that every president, you know, you only have so much political capital that you can push just so many different laws to change in that first 100 days. Every new president who comes in has that 100 days and has that political capital. And you could look at political capital like bullets in a gun. Okay, you only have a certain amount of bullets in a gun. You can't shoot everything and shoot everybody. So you got to choose what bullet you're going to use. And in my lifetime, I've never seen a president come in and say, one of my bullets that I'm going to use in my first 100 days is for immigration. First time I've ever, even Obama. Obama's bullets were changing healthcare. He made Obamacare.
Right.
But he was talking immigration, but by the time he got to immigration, his political capital wasn't there anymore.
Right, but do you think it's also because of what immigration had to endure like within the past 4 years, and that's why it's such a hot topic now that, which would have Biden, you know,
yes, I believe if we didn't have Donald Trump, so you want to look at a blessing in disguise if you want to. I don't know if it is or not. But I believe if you didn't have Donald Trump, who was so vicious to immigrants, you would not have gotten such a backlash and sympathy by a majority of Americans to give Joe Biden cover to change the immigration laws.
Right.
My opinion. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.